Right, guys. So this is going to be the longer, the LT trading video. I think Moneymaker. It's long overdue, by the way, guys. I did say I'd made this quite some time ago, but I think Moneymaker saw the benefits of it on Friday, and yeah, there's quite a bit again to get through. You know what I'm like, guys. I can't do short videos, so it's going to be another hour long video. What, where, right, okay, so first of all, just let me show you what happened on Friday. And this is something Moneymaker and I traded on Friday. This blue line here is the coloured line. So just let me get rid of that a moment. I'll just hide it. Okay, because it's still there. Look, you can see magic. You see, right? Okay, so um, basically what happens here is, you break an LTBB band. Once you broke that LTBB band, you're looking to take, we say, a 5 minute yellow or a 15-minute blue. You might have both, but the way to do it, guys, this is going to be the best way, right? Because um, if you're waiting for second move, sometimes they just go. So I think what you have to do, Moneymaker, guys, is just take it, right, and then get in as early as you can. So basically, you're going to take it with the first flash of momentum. All right, so your first flash of momentum, you're in, and then what you do is you break even. Start off with 150. Sorry, not 150. This is, I'm showing you on the Dow, right? Um, Start off with a 30 pip stop loss, Moneymaker. You're not going to win. You're not going to lose these Moneymaker guys, because what you're going to do is you're going to get out with break even, because sometimes it's not quite ready. Okay, so in effect, this was Friday. Just let me get my little tool up. We'll have the arrow. We'll use blue for some reason. I like that colour. Being a United fan, it's a bit weird, but okay, so this was where it all started on Friday. All right, so basically, what you're gonna do is you get in straight away. Okay, so you would have seen momentum. If you look on the Renko here, you probably were in on that candle with the first flash of momentum there. Okay, so if you're late, let's say some of you were late on your entry. Okay, if you're late, it doesn't matter, because if you once it started going like this, you just move that stop loss 30 pips into break even, or you just say, right, it's a break even trade. As soon as it hits break even, you get out. All right, but then you keep getting in with flashing momentum. So you might have been out there. Next time momentum flashed is probably here. Okay, in again. You might have been out there. If not, definitely here. Right, but then again, you're in with a flash of momentum, so it might have been here. You've got a 30 pip stop loss, because it didn't go for you straight away. You just have to accept that sometimes you might, if this had come up here, you would have lost a trade, but you get back in again. Look, guys, you're dealing with massive time frame BB band break, right? It was outside daily. It's going back to the 4 hour orange line. Okay, yes, bounce at the 15, um, bounce at the 1 hour. As you can see, this was the 1 hour orange line here. What you should do is say, right, well, that is my take profit. Okay, and I'll show you why in a moment, because it was daily time frame. It's massive. So again, you know if you did have a good entry, you would have been in somewhere here. Okay, and you stay in. You stay in. You just stay in until the 1 hour orange line, and you would have been here. That's the 1 hour orange line. So it's like a massive trade. And we just show you kind of what you were looking at here, guys. Somewhere there, you know, moneymaker. You'd have seen the 5 minute yellow, bang at the 1 hour orange line. You get out. 288 pips, guys. That trade from here, somewhere here, right, to here. So you would have made easily moneymaker, even with a poor entry, guys, somewhere here. Even if you had to get out a couple of times with a break even, you still would have made a 250 pip trade. Okay, this is it. It's dead simple, honestly, guys. You know, and like I say, you've seen Savvy at the moment. And this is basically what he's doing. He's looking for a BB band, LT BB band break, and then he is diving in virtually straight away, break evens, maybe small losses, but then bam! At the end of it, it's 3-0, 400 pips. I think that's what he said on Friday, 3-0, 400 pips. With um, 5 small losses he had, because this is what he's doing, getting in with momentum. Oh, don't like it, bang, out. Okay, and this was against a super trend as well, but look at these guys. Look, you know, this move, I'm pretty sure at opening bell was the I'm not sure if it's a 1 hour orange line, something like that. So imagine if you took that, you know, and you'd have got out blues or whatever. You might even have been out before it, but again, you're talking huge trades here, guys, not small trades. All right, just one other thing for moneymaker, what I was saying about trading, scalping it afterwards, moneymaker. I'll just get the blue line back on, right? But it's a bit different on this one. Most times it'll be a bit different, moneymaker. The reason, you know, rule 2 took so long here, right, is because of the distance between the BB band after this big move here and the coloured line in the room. Okay, that's why it was so long before you had rule 2. But what you do, moneymaker, you see rule 2 there. Okay, but what you would do normally is, once you're in this, you've got your long-term trade to the 1 hour orange line, right? You can then scalp it, moneymaker, because you know it's going to the 1 hour orange line. You understand? So you'd be looking at that one, because basically this line would have been up here somewhere normally. All right, you could have looked at this one down here, right, but definitely 100% this one here, right. That was the 1 hour, the 15-minute orange line bounce, that there, you remember. Okay, but then bam, right through, it shot right through. Okay, so definitely that one, moneymaker. It's up to you. You don't have to do this. You can just settle for these big trades. I'll show you in a minute, right? A few recordings, and you know, virtually everyone you were making 500 plus pips a day. Right, just one other thing I wanted to show Stephanie before we go any further. It's easier to show on my charts. I'll just put this to 200. I can't do the 233. We have a 200 or 300 pips. Oh, sorry, that's Renko in it. Red ticks. Right. We have 200 or 250, not the 233, and I'll put it on gold just to show, highlight to Stephanie what I was talking about the other day, Steph. You know, with you saying you're not sure where the pullbacks, how far the pullbacks are gonna go. Okay, well, you know, Steph, I mean, this is kind of what I was saying, right? Take a BB band, right? Then the next one, blue line. Okay, you see, bang, because it's gone above here, blue line, right? But then say to yourself, no, the next one's going to be the BB band. So yes, you're going to miss some trades like that, Steph, but you were in total control here now because you're saying to yourself, I can only take this one and then that one, you know. This, I think, um, it gives you control, Stephanie. And I mean, if you look at a lot of the trades, it's BB band, you know, and then blue line. I mean, it all depends on how volatile it is, Stephanie. You know, like this period here was very volatile. That's massive, a few thousand pips, but it was BB band, then blue line here, and then it went from the blue line again there. You know, but it doesn't always work that way. But saying that, Steph, you don't have to take every trade, right? You need confidence, all right? Um, like I say, you know, sometimes you get a BB band and then the blue line, and then you just wait for the BB band again. That one would have been another BB band there, so you wouldn't have risked this trade here, even though it's close to the blue line. You know, it wouldn't have been in your mind. Even this one here, no, because it's not near the blue line. The trades come from the BB bands on the tick chart, Steph, and the blue line. Same on the HA chart. They work exactly the same. Look, here's a great example of it, Steph. Flipped up. This is perfect second move because it's come back to the tick chart BB band, up, and then back to the blue line. I'm not sure if you can call that perfect there. It might look different on MTs because it's 233 ticks. All right, so yeah, Steph, you know, if you do that, you'll be in you know, pretty much in total control, and you won't have to worry basically about your where to take the trades from. All right, Steph. Right. So again, you know, I'm going to go through and show you a couple of recordings now. Where we was doing April 30th, right? Because there's different types of markets, Moneymaker, right? But when I see this, this is where I get excited, right? When I see this kind of thing, you know, this is when I get excited. Once this has broke that daily orange line, this is gonna reverse. All right. What you can do, you've got your signals in, right? So it's flashing momentum, get in, right? Then break even, break even. If it break evens, just get out. You don't need to give it any pips, okay? And you'll have a few of these when you make it if you're going to take the earlies, okay? But I think you have to because sometimes they just shoot up. Okay, they don't always second move Moneymaker. Sometimes they do this. There, look at it, flat line for ages and then go. Okay, but you know, sometimes they just go. Okay, so yeah, and again, Moneymaker, if you do have a few, let's say your entries are poor and you do have a couple of 30 pip losses, it won't matter because once this reverses Moneymaker, daily orange line, it will be going back to the 4-hour orange line, definite 1-hour orange line, and that's a massive trade. And this is why I say, you know, you can take these and just forget about them until the 1-hour orange line, really. Yes, you might get a bit of a bounce at the 15-minute orange line. You can watch for that if you want. Watch that out and then get back in again afterwards once that's done. It's entirely up to you. All right. On Friday, I didn't bother with it. I just let it run. Okay, all the way to the 1-hour orange line. Yep. So you know you might have been in here when you make a break even. All right, no problem. I'm going to flip fast through this because it does come down again quite a bit. Right, in again somewhere here. So just keep an eye on it. You're nice at the moment. All right, it's nice at the moment. Right, okay, fine. Right, but again, it's a break even. If it comes down and you break even, just accept it and look for the next entry. All right, because these are big trades, Moneymaker, they're not small. That was a opening bell. So yeah, you know, that would have break evened you. You know, definitely. All right, no problem. You know, guys, people panic and say, "Oh yeah, but I could have been in this trade." When this turns, this is going to turn huge. Okay, so went down massive. Doesn't matter, moneymaker. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it missing a trade. Right? When this goes, if you do this, what I'm saying here, this is what Savvy's doing, right? You're gonna be 1, 2, 3 nil, 3, 400 pips easily a day, and that's just on the Dow, just the one pair, the Dow. Okay. If Savvy traded the entire day, I can assure you he'd be about 5, 6,000 pips doing this, just doing this. All right. So we're going to get to the turning point. Here we go. Right. So I'll just pause it there before we go on. You had a break even here. You had a break even here. You had a break even here. Maybe even a small loss there. Right. Now you're in again. This is it here. So you would have been in somewhere here. Let's just show you. Flashing momentum. You might have got in somewhere there. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's a break-even trade again. You literally cannot lose this trade now. Okay. And like I say, you broke the daily orange line. This is going to go up. Okay. And I'll keep showing you in a bit why I have such faith in the long-term time frames. Okay, nice. Nice. There's your first major wall. Okay, look at the price. 867212. Last 3 digits. That's 133 pips and another 200 there. That's already that's a 300 pip move. Okay, you have done, moneymaker, 300 pips to that orange line. So you can say to yourself, I'll get out now, wait out the bounce, and then go again, which will be from a flipped BB band here or here. Okay? Or you can just stay in saying, I know it's going to the 1 hour orange line. Alright? This is what the longer term time frame trades are all about. The massive, you use these for your starting points and for your exits. Okay, and once, moneymaker, you get really into these LTs, you will understand exactly what I've been trying to say to you, right? That your mindset now is up and not down. You understand? And it will help you immensely. Okay, so like I said, there's a 300 pipper there. We're going to flash on. A bit of a bounce here. Yeah, 5 minutes. So this is where the bounce would be. That might even be another entry point there, guys. You know, flips up HABB band. Entirely up to you. It broke the daily orange line. Look how far it is outside 8. I told you about these V's in the past. They're just oomph. Okay, 1 hour orange line. Anyway, see, 300 pips up. Some of you might say, well, I can withstand a pullback here and I'll stay in. Okay, let's say you did. And you didn't need to make a second entry. Okay, so we're just flicking on. 1 hour orange line. Destination reach. 349, 100 and, it was 130, wasn't it? Moneymaker, you're over 400 pips on this trade. And yes, you might have lost 30 here and had 2 break-evens earlier on. You 400 pips there. 1-0, 400 pips, because you knew where it was going. Okay, moneymaker? Right, it's going further. It's going 4 hour orange line, to be honest with you. When you're dealing with the daily time frame, orange line, BB bands, right, that's the time frame to kind of look at for your entries and destinations. I mean, look at that move down there. You were outside daily. Look at that move down. You know, you were outside daily here. Look at this one. You know, you're outside daily there as well. Went back to daily orange line. Yeah, that one there. Bang. Okay, so you know, moneymaker, a 400 pipper, and that's without even thinking about doing any other kind of trading in that direction. But here's what I was talking about before, moneymaker. When these closed above here, you had rule 2. Okay, you know it's going up. Scalp, scalp, scalp. All were 40 pippers when you make a guys. All of them using the Renko. Bang, 40 pipper. Bang. Yes, you might go in here. Uh, not sure if you were back on the 5 minute orange line there. You know, on that particular one, it might be that little red candle there. No, no, you didn't. It was here. This is where it is there. Or is it? No, no, it's not that one, is it? Oh, it could be. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Either way, you know, you don't have to do this moneymaker, but that's what I'm saying. Then you can start scalping because you've got your real two in. Okay, but if you're just going to do the LT side of it, then fine. Okay, because these are big moves. Okay, 1 hour orange line, you could attempt the down if you want because you're going to break even. So you might have got momentum there. Get out, break even. Personally, once you've took a 400 pipper, I would be looking here and saying there's a 1 hour of orange line bounce coming, but then it's going to the 4 hour. Okay, so you might be better waiting that out and going up. All right, but anyway, I'm just going to flip through now so you can see, excuse me, what happens. All right, so we're at the 4 hour orange line. White appears. If you fancy a go at this down moneymaker, you can have a go because you're going to break even. So you might have been in here, right? 30 pip stop loss. It gets going here. If it comes back up, just get out at break even because it might not be done with the ups. Okay, we'll flick on. There you go. Out. All right. But again, we're just going to keep showing you this now because these trades are huge. Again, you could be in here. It's got going. Got in here somewhere. It's not trip your break even. All right, because that's what you do. You just move your stop loss to break even, so you can't lose at all. And you're probably 100 pips up here again at the moment. All right, a lot more. That come right down here. 317497. Yeah, that was. It went 180 pips down when you make a. So that 1 hour orange line bounce, you could have attempted and made 150. Okay, right, I'll flip to the end because I want to show you some more. These might even have taken this 1 hour orange line bounce up. Eventually, another big move down here. This happens sometimes, and I mean, you look at the time as well. You start getting this, up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, but again, your main trade there, moneymaker, was the actual reversal there to the 4 hour orange line. Okay, again, with it being a daily BB band flip, this is likely to go up more, because it's a daily orange line, not a BB band orange line break. Okay, let's go and have a look. Yeah, you see, so that again there, you'd have probably got another 200 pipper on that. That's it there, moneymaker. And that's all because you're looking at that there as being the turning point. Okay, so yeah, this move down here. Oh my God, look at it! Look how it went up there, guys. Ugh, that's near 47, isn't it? 4070 from 4030. There's another 400 pip move there. You would have definitely got another 200 pipper there. And then it breaks this. Another V here, probably coming down a bit. Might go up again after that. Let's have a look. Yep, there's the down move. Oof, yeah, nice down move. That's another 260 pip move there. So probably moneymaker. If you just took it and said, yeah, I'm getting in because I'll be out with break even, you would have got another 200 pip there. You see how you can amass pips, guys, and all you're looking at is what these are saying, and then maybe a 5 minute yellow, maybe a 5 minute yellow, maybe a 5 minute white. You know, it's or a 15 blue if you get one. You know, they're just awesome moves, and you know they are big moves, and you're not thinking about, oh my god, did it go again? Then it did, didn't it? Yeah, look. So again, you could have attempted it up here, break even. Attempted it up here, break even. Attempted it up here, boom. And that's broke the daily again. So this is coming down again. I'll show you in a minute. I'm 100% that this is coming down. Right, what's that? 407. That was a 500 pip move. When you make it, you definitely would have got another 250 pip or 300 pipper inside that. Okay. All right, guys. So you know these are huge moves, and it's just using the orange lines and the BB bands on the LTs, turning point, and then, like I say, you can get in with a flash of momentum, but then just say to yourself, you've got a 30 pip stop loss, and then, okay, break even. I'm not giving it any. Then I'll try it again. Bang. Okay. What day is this? April the 30th. So let's just go and have a look at the next days, just so I can prove the point. April the 30th. May the 1st. Prove a point on that. Okay, well, it went up a bit more after session. But this now, for me, down. If I come in now, in the room, now, I'd be thinking down. Yes, probable bounce. Yes, opening bell, it'll go up, but then, bang, I think down. All right. Let's go halfway through. Yep, so you had a big move up. Here, moneymaker, the blues and everything, right? So you had another trade in here. Okay, plus, like I say, you know, once you got rule 2 and you could have scalped these up. It's up to you, but here we are now. Yep, outside daily, coming down. Okay, so again, moneymaker, you might have taken it there. Oh, you lost 30 pips on that one. Take it here, you're in. Okay, let's go and have a look. Yeah, there you go, moneymaker. What did it go down to? About 9 something. 950, say, so 50, it's about 270 pip. You would have got a 200 pipper in there, moneymaker. Okay, you know, and the best part is moneymaker, because you're outside daily, weekly orange line. It's going to be here again. Maybe I would be looking at the BB band on the 1 hour at least, right, and then maybe another bounce up, possibly after that more down. Okay, all right, but anyway, let's flick on and have a quick look. Yeah, see it come down, flips up 15-minute BB band, 5-minute yellow. You can have a tap, you can have a go at this. You just made 200 pips there. You can have a go at this. All right, but you're in. So you're in with a flashing of momentum. Look, all right, and then it's a break-even moneymaker. You just say no, you're not having anything, and then I'll try again. Okay, so we're going to go slowly on this and have a look. Right, so it came down, break-even, flashing momentum. You're in again. Okay. Whoa. All right, doing okay this time. Here. All right, so again, it's just a break-even trade, so you can't lose anything. Right, so you break even again. Right, so now you wait, you want momentum. All right, it'll happen quite often, this moneymaker. Don't worry about it. All right, because once they go, these are big trades, right? Yep, you got momentum. You're in again here. Might be somewhere here, so you might have a small loss on this. Let's have a look. Yeah, you would have had a possible small loss on that, or just get out. But you're in again with the momentum. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, like Igor says, you know, you'll get a few break evens and a couple of small losses, but when it goes, it goes. All right. So again, we're looking for momentum. Did we get momentum? Yep. Oh, did we? That is 4 hour orange line. Trade this. So again, it should be a nice size bounce. Okay, so let's have a look. 894. So you're in about, I don't know, between that and that. Say 40. 8, 9. Yeah, I'm not even working out. We're in somewhere here, won't we? When we flash momentum. Right, so anyway, let's go. Yeah, going. Oof. Okay, so momentum flashes here. Yeah, you're still in. You can still be in on this, right? You're in mega pips profit here because you were in somewhere here. You know, it might be moneymaker that you say to yourself, 150 pips a time is fine. It's entirely up to you, but you're just constantly looking for the bigger trades. It will be mainly BB bands, 5 minute BB bands. Maybe even, sometimes when it's running strong, you might have taken this one here, this 15-minute orange line. That was another 150 pipper, you know? So it's something that I think everyone should, even if you only demo this, guys, right? Because it'll give you the encouragement to keep going in that same direction instead of your mindset going, oh yeah, well, hang on a minute, the LTs are direction, and once you get these turning points like this is the direction until it hits another turning point. Okay, yeah. So that might have been your last there. When that bounced off there, you were, kind of out. Yeah, you broke the 1 hour orange line again. So again, you were thinking down moneymaker because you're still outside BB band. Fine, you might have attempted this. Sometimes it will do this. It will muck about for ages, and then eventually you'll get that mega move. But if you're going to use, especially for the entries, the break-even stop loss strategy, moneymaker, then you really can't lose. So you could have been attempting this down here. You would have taken whatever you got there, 150, and you might have attempted it there, then break even, and then you've attempted it again here, down here. Because look, that's the first attempt, and break even out here somewhere, right? And then again, okay. Let's have a look. I'm not sure what happens. Yeah, went a bit messy. Yeah, was messy, but it is after session, guys, and it does do this when you get later into after session. Whoa. So yeah, some days, are tough on the after session. Oh, but then it goes, again from BB band here, flip down 15-minute BB band. Wow. Imagine when you make you taking it there, and you're in that. Boom. 75, yeah, it's over 300 pip move, moneymaker. You would have made a 200 pipper in that. Again, and you're not actually worried about, oh, should I get a 5-minute orange line bounce here? Is it going to bounce there? You just, these are LT trades basically. Okay, this one didn't, what do you call it? Break any LT BB band. It did break the 1 hour orange line, but your mindset, because you're outside daily, your mindset is down. So once you hit this flip down 15-minute BB band or this 5-minute BB band here, you should have been thinking about taking it down here. Do you understand, guys? And this is why these LTs, learning these, Stephanie in particular, moneymaker, when you learn these and then you've got a viable strategy where you don't lose many pips. Okay, this is when you will really push on, Steph, because I mean, you taking that there without thinking about anything other than if it goes against me, I'll get out. You know, break even, maybe minus 30, but I know this is going to be a big win. And there you go, Stephanie. You would definitely, definitely, it's 225 plus 111. Okay, you know, 340 odd pips there. You would have definitely got a 250 pipper in there, Stephanie, doing this. So anything you might have potentially lost, you know, trying to take it down here, right, you would have forgotten about when you won that one. Okay, Steph, and that's all because you knew it was going down. Because it's outside daily, it's gonna go down. Look, it's pretty much 8 hour orange line here. There you go, touch the 8 hour orange line. You could even be thinking about taking this up now. You know, Steph, because you touched the 8 hour orange line, broke the 4 hour BB band. You've got blues and 5 minute yellows. Do you understand, Steph? Moneymaker, you know, hands. Right, let's have a quick look at a couple of other recordings because it is dead simple, guys. I'm just going to follow the week on this, right? Because I just want to show you again the LTs. You know what I'm saying about entries now, right? It's the LTs, okay? Broke weekly. Look at this one, 4 hour orange line up here. You know, look at it. Yeah, there might be some news at 8:30 there, but look at it. You know, I mean, it's just. I mean, look at this on gold. 8 hour orange line. It looks like nothing, that, doesn't it? Look at it on 15. There. You know, you'd have been in somewhere here. Now ignore that yellow arrow. It's not me. You'd have been in somewhere here. Okay, and look at it. Bam. You know. So again, let's see what happens here. Do we do? Yeah, keeps going up and down. Outside daily. Outside daily. Okay, this is coming back to the 4 hour orange line at least. Okay, it did last time it was outside daily. There, it did the time before it was outside daily. There, which was yesterday, Friday, I think Friday. Look, that was that trade we were looking at there. And then look what happened. You know when I said, Stephanie, look, you hit the 8 hour orange line. Look what happened. You know, you see how these trades are huge and how you can make a lot of pips doing this. Okay, you know, and this now, tomorrow, maybe today, but definitely tomorrow, this will be back on this 4 hour orange line, if not further. Okay, quick look. Well, it come back to the 1 hour orange line. So here's how you would have traded this today, Moneymaker. You know, you traded that one up, then traded that down to the 1 hour orange line, then you trade it off the 1 hour orange line up. And each time you were taking these trades, Moneymaker, you are, okay, I'm in with momentum, and then I'm out with break even if it doesn't go my way. Okay, so you might have been in here, right, and it's mucked around for a bit, then you get, I'll pause it there, you get to here and it's taking you out at break even, but then you're back in again with momentum here because you know this is going down. Okay, you've had your 1 hour orange line bounce, it's going down now. Alright, so again, let's just have a quick look and see what happens there. There you go. Back on the 1 hour orange line. You might think, oh, you know what, I'll have another go. Bang, there you go, 5 minute yellow. Yep, yeah. You know, and again, you know, Moneymaker, because it's just the 1 hour time frame, you might say to yourself, right, I want 150 pips each time. Bang, bang, bang. You know, 3-0 there, using the 1 hour orange line. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, maybe even a fourth now. All for 150 pips. Moneymaker, look at gold. Mon ami, look at this. Guys, oh, broke the 8. Broke the 8 hour orange line. 4 hour BB band. Look at this, guys. Yeah, doesn't look right on there, but 15 blue. Look, you'd have got in, got out, break even, got in. Come on, do. What are we looking at there? 73.38. That is over 3,000 pips on that gold. Guys, 5 yellows, 15 blue. You might get out here. Probably wants to go a bit more to this flipped up 4-hour BB band, which would be another great spot to take it up from, by the way. All right. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Yeah, it's pretty much there now. Oof. You see, when you make a, you just, you're using the LTs, Stephanie. If you want to do this rather than the scalping, it's entirely up to you. And honestly, Stephanie, if you'd have taken this here, um, and said to yourself, right, okay, then it's got a 30 pip stop loss, but you use momentum, right? But I'll get out if it goes up and then starts to come back down. I'll get out with break even, and then when momentum flashes again, I'll get in because it was the 1-hour orange line. Okay, wow, Steph, that's over. Well, it's not far off 300 pips. That's you definitely 150 pipper there. Okay. These are longer term trades, guys. This is pretty much all that Savvy's doing, and you've seen his scores every day, 3-0, 400 pips, and it's only the Dow he does it on as well, by the way. All right. Again, what if we, yep, you could have a go at this, break even. You could have a go at this because momentum's flashing again, and again, if it comes back against you, break even, there you go. Right. Have a go again, momentum flash, oh, yeah, momentum flash, -9. And eventually it starts to go. Okay, right, bit of a bounce here. Again, you break even, so it doesn't matter. You can't lose anything on this attempt down now. Did you get 150 pips there? No, not yet. But it is after session, I suppose. Yeah, it does do this sometimes, guys, as well. There's not much you can do it. 5-minute flip down baby band. If this takes you out here, you have another go. Right, so might have got you there. Get in again. Break even it. All right. Let's have a look. Right, definitely would have got you there. Right, so again, you will break even on this one. So you have a go here again now. You're still outside daily, guys. The chances are it's going to turn very, very high. Oh, there you go. You see, and all you were doing each attempt down here was, I'll get in and then, oh, break even. I'll get in and, oh, boom. Okay, it's after session, so you're not getting 150 pippers, but that was the move there. All right, so let's have a look at this on the third, just to show you how confident this is. The confidence I have in the fact that this is going to reverse, guys. Right? It just, it's all the time. I've seen it for years and years and years now. What was that? Was that the second, guys? I can't remember. Yeah, it was the second one. There you go. There it was. That was yesterday's move up. Look, on the 4-hour. Look what it did. Because it was outside. Guys, right, you're on the 4-hour orange line. Messy. This is how I read this, Stephanie. I come into this, right? Lots of 5-minute yellows. I look here. Right, 1 hour. Look, it's been going from 1-hour BB band to 1-hour BB band, pretty flat. All right, so you're on the 4-hour orange line. So this is where you say range. Guys, this is where I'm looking at range, and it's got to be 5-minute yellows. Okay, for me entries. So if this gets down to here, which it should do, 5 yellow appears, I'm taking this up. All right, because that's what 5 yellows do. You're right. It doesn't matter if you consider that above the 4-hour orange line or below, and you consider that a second move, right? You still need a starting point, and at the moment you're already on your way down to a 5-minute flipped up BB band. Okay, so you're probably going to get a bounce up and then look for your down move. All right. Anyway, let's flip through. Ooh, there you go. 5 minute yellow, you see it? Oh, it was opening bell, wasn't it? Right, okay, fine, that was opening bell. Now you have your breakout. Not worried about this, mate. If this happens, I'm just thinking down from here. See it there? And if it goes through that, I'm thinking down from there. You understand? Yep, so it's gone through. Right, this now, here. See? So I am in. Watch for the break even, guys. Break even, in again. Okay, Steph, Moneymaker. Break even, wait again. It doesn't matter each time you attempt it. If you break even, it's like, you can't lose anything. There might be the odd time where you lose a 30 pipper, but when you win this, you're going to win massive. So at the end of the day, you'll win your day every day. Okay, in, break even, in, break even, in again. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, might be close on a break even here. Setup's getting stronger. Yep, you're in again. There we go. Finally going. Oh, I'm not sure what that one is. That is normally they don't, but sometimes they are strong, guys. But anyway, what I'll show you now, right, because I needed to speed up anyway, right, is again the fact that we're outside here, okay, and tomorrow we will be on here. I mean, you look every time you're outside the daily, look every time. Okay, so what's this one? May the 5th. There's May the 6th. There we go. There you go. Look. Look. Yes, it went up a bit more, broke the 8 hour, but look. Down to the daily orange line. Okay, so you're probably going to get, well, yeah, you're going to get a bounce off the daily orange line here, the flipped up BB band here. So again, you could have been in this trade. You could have been in here. Okay, it's coming back. If it didn't take you out, then you're still in. If it did take you break even, then you would have been getting back in again here. Okay, but anyway, the point of this is to show you, the confidence of I have with what these are telling me, guys. And Stephanie, if you still can't get the scalp in, then maybe you want to have a go at this, because these are kind of trades you can put on and then put your take profit to a 1 hour orange line or a 4 hour BB band or something like that, and then just sit back and watch it. Okay, you don't have to worry about if it's going to go up or down, okay, because the LTs have told you. Okay, so anyway, quick flick. There you go, guys. Yes, you might have. Oh, it was there when it. So what did we have at this point here? I shouldn't have flipped that far past, should I? That was it there when it the up trade. Then what did we have here? No, you weren't on the 1 hour orange line. But again, even if you stayed in this, all you'd have had was a break even. You couldn't lose because you were already in profit. And we're getting near opening bell as well. So some of you might not trade until after opening bell. It's actually quite good, that, because it leads to this. Okay, if I just go back and show you here, 33.29. Right, look, it's going down. What have we got a few seconds. We'll just let this run, because this is why I say sometimes just let it happen, because this is what it does. It breaks LT BB bands. So sometimes you might want to wait, but again, look at these moves. Gorgeous. Right, come on, you're taking too long. Right. This was the opening bell move, by the way. That's why it shot up. But some of you might want to take them. Yeah, it's entirely up to you guys. If you look where you are, I have said in the past about watching where you are, at news releases. I know it's not a news release, but it's a similar kind of thing. He had that big boom. Then down again from the 1 hour orange line. Yeah. And then we're going up again. And again, Stephanie, this move in particular here broke all the LTBB bands in straight away. This is why you have to get in straight away, guys. Look, because it just went. So this is why you have to say to yourself, I'll get in, but I'll get out. We break even if it comes back against me, because it does this sometimes. Okay, even the move down here, that was the 1 hour orange line, so you could have taken that. And again, what we're looking at here, 066 to 845, so it was a 200 pip move, Steph. You would have got 100 in easy. Like this one now, definite 100 pips. Well, you can see it there on the Renko. Also I'm spotting Hanzos all over the place. Get these combinations. Yeah, anyway. Right, so, yeah, guys, that's pretty much, and again, look, daily orange line, look at this move. Look, Steph. Moneymaker, look. Where's it going? 4 hour orange line. Look at you would be, that's gone over 300 pips, Stephanie, so you definitely would have got a 200 pipper in there. All based on the LT BB band bounce there. You get to the 4 hour orange line, you can say, okay, I might have a go down here. Which you're pretty much there now, so you might even be thinking about this here. But again, it's a shot to nothing, Steph, because if it goes a bit like this, it's a break even. So you were in with momentum, out with a break even, and then you just wait for momentum again. Like there, see? Out with break even, in again with momentum. Out with break even, and again with momentum. It doesn't matter, you're not losing anything if you're getting out with break evens. Yes, and it can do this as well. It can be quite vexing when it does this. But again, you are dealing with a daily orange line bounce. But there you go, eventually. Front BB band again here. Starts to go. Okay, we'll just watch this one out and then we'll call it a day, guys, yeah? Yeah. So you had a trade there. Not sure if you took this in. I'm not even sure what it was, this one here, whether you consider it, the 1 hour orange line bounce because it broke it again. It's possible. Well, it can do this, get a bit vexing at times, but it's them big ones where you make the money, Stephanie. That off the daily orange line, you'd have made 200 pips easy on that one. It's a 300 odd pip move. And yeah, guys, it's not hard to do. You just got to say to yourself, well, all I'm doing is I'm getting in, but if it turns on me, right, I'll get out. Okay, but like this one here, it didn't. What did you break there? Oh yeah, 8 hour orange line again. 1 hour BB band, 4 hour orange line. This now. This move here, what yeah, it's a 7, 8. 278, 75 pip move. Guys, you would have made a 200 pipper there, Stephanie. And I mean, today you could have had a few break-evens, maybe a couple of small 30 pip losses, but I think when you look here, you'd have had, maybe this one down here, but you'd have definitely had that one there for 200 odd pips. Okay, a couple of break-evens when it was trying to come down, you would have won something here. You might not have taken this one up here, but you'd have definitely taken that one down there. So you would have won your day easy, massively as well, Steph. Moneymaker. Okay, so if you are struggling with a scalping, right, look at doing something like this. And again, guys, I think you should all at least demo it. I mean, Moneymaker, again, I'll just quickly point out you had rule 2 there. Moneymaker, so you could have scalped that one as well. Okay. Oh, look at gold. Oh man, honestly, it almost makes me want to get back into the room. Look at it. Look, guys, look here. 1 hour orange line. Look at that. Okay. Probably 5 minute yellow, is it? Yep. Yellow white combo up on the 5 minute time frame. Unbelievable. 8606, 2000 pip move to there. Okay. All right, guys. You understand? Right. So yeah, this is the LT video. You know, the LT video with a safe way of trading it as well. Stephanie, Moneymaker, you know. Make sure you have a 30. If you're going to do it on the Dow, Steph, make sure you have a 30 pip stop loss, just in case, you know. But you will. It's very likely, Stephanie, that you'll lose the odd trade, the odd 30 pipper, right? But you got when you win, when these eventually go, Steph, they are going to give. You should be thinking minimum 150 pips, right? And then, you know, when it's a really big time frame, like a daily orange line, a daily BB band, you know where it's going. Think TP 1 hour orange line or just above it, because sometimes they get very near and then, you know, it just turns on you. So just above or just below the LT orange lines, BB bands. All right, Steph, it might be a 5 minute yellow that says, you know, get out. But yeah, honestly, you know, if you try this, guys, you're going to win big. As Savvy is proving, this is what he's doing. All right, so yeah, guys, I think a very long video of an hour again. I'll get it off to MT now, and I think you all need to watch it. Okay, I'll see you in the room, guys.